Hi, it's Anthony with Land Title. I came to bring you the update for Louisville this month here in March. So we are absolutely seeing the same type of behavior we saw last month, but this is a really tricky one because the Marshall fires have really dramatically affected the market conditions in Louisville. But what does that mean? It means that it's rapidly appreciating and probably faster than a lot of the surrounding markets. Arguably, this is actually probably the hottest market in the country because of what's all happened and the shortage in the inventory and the bidding wars we've seen. And here we are at 1.15 million as our average sales price, up from $1 million last year. So it's getting very, very expensive, as if it already wasn't a really highly desired market. It just seems like this has really just accelerated that process. Now you can see in the condo townhouse markets here in Louisville, there just aren't a lot of them. So we really got to kind of read between the lines for what's selling. So you can see through the median that the median is generally increasing pretty much every single month. It bounces all over the place. The month to month, you can't really watch those figures, but it's getting more expensive. And from looking at Boulder County and surrounding areas, the condo townhouse market is really back in action and completely now in parallel with that detached single family home market. So even though these graphs make absolutely no sense, we know that it's appreciating in that 20+% range per year right now. So very, very highly sought after, and I think it's worth jumping into this market if you possibly can. So here we are at $450 per square foot. Comparing that into the local markets, Boulder's over 600 now, Longmont being about 300 right now, Erie being say 250. So that kind of gives you some perspective of where it's at in the county, but this is one of the most expensive markets in the county and really in the state because of its proximity to Boulder and just Louisville in general is such a highly sought after city. It's up 30% though from this time last year. So expect to continue to see those prices keep rising. The real issue in the city of Louisville, like most of the rest of the county, was inventory, and all of the recent events that have happened have made that so much more extreme that we now have 14 active listings on the market, pretty similar to where we were last year. It generally bounces around a little bit, but we generally see that rise during the spring market. We're not seeing it rise during the spring market right now though because buyers are buying up everything that comes to market. We have 34 new listings come to market. That was a really good sign because February was so slow with new listings. And then the pendings, they're going under contract as fast as they come on the market. So we didn't see as many go under contract as we did this time last year, but we will see them all go under contract very rapidly, and hopefully we can keep up with last year's pace because that's what buyers need, right? Buyers really need homes in the Louisville area because that's where they want to live. Now we have a half a month of inventory. We have 0.5 months of inventory, balanced market being that 4 to 6 range. We weren't even there in 2019, but this is super extreme and expect that to kind of stay around this area but buyers will gobble up inventory about as fast as it comes on the market. And we know that because the average days in the MLS are only 8. This is one of the fastest markets in the area. Homes are moving on and off so rapidly. 8 days is active to under contract, which is kind of misleading in some ways because 8 days is really like a bidding war weekend, essentially, when you look at the numbers. And that percentage list to close price is actually down a little bit from last month, but last month we saw 111% list to sale price, which was just bananas, right? So don't be alarmed that it's down just a little bit. It's definitely time to bring those homes to market. 108.5% list to sale price. It's still right where it was last May in the hottest market we'd ever seen. So here we are in the most extreme seller's market we've ever seen. So if you're a seller, time to take advantage of this. But if you're a buyer, shop often, shop early, stay with it because you will see so much price appreciation that it's worth putting up with all of these bidding wars and dealing with that right now. If you have any other questions, I'm Anthony at Land Title. I'll catch you on the next video.